I started the patches just before my 57th birthday, so almost 3 years. So it's been a really fun journey. I was introduced to the patches by a nurse practitioner that I knew who had been in the direct sales business for, I don't know, over 30 some years. And she just called me and said, Heidi, I found something that is so you. So I took a look at it, and not knowing a lot about it, I went ahead and ordered. And I ended up signing up under Peter because I knew him from another business. And so I started my journey there. So I have so much to share on what has happened in almost 3 years, but I'll just go through some of the checkpoints. Day 3, my skin, I couldn't, what works so fast? It's so amazing. Like literally 3 days in, I'm like looking at my hands going, wow, because when you approach 57, you got kind of this going on. You're looking at your hand saying, okay, well, I'm getting up there. I guess it's bound to happen. So that was the first thing. And I'm a skin person. So for me, that was enough. I would have been just happy with that. So not too long after that, I'm one of those people who goes to the dentist and, Susie Chapstick, my dentist, calls me, but I have what he called tenacious plaque, if anybody knows what that is. So I'd go in and meticulously play dental hygienist and pick the little plaque off and do that. And then one day it's like, where'd my plaque go? No more plaque. Plaque is gone. Very rarely do I even get a little bit. So that's pretty cool too. And adding on that, right before I left California, I went to the dentist, and you know how they do they count the, what do they call it? The divots, or like the 3, 2, 4, 4 pockets. Thank you. I had 17 pockets 2 years ago. Right before I left California, I got everything done that I needed to, because I moved here not knowing anybody or anything about this place, crazy girl. And I had four fours instead of 17. That right there, and I've heard other stories on that, is regeneration of gum tissue. So that's pretty fascinating. I think that my eyes got better for a while. I wasn't continually putting on my progressives. I think I'm due for glasses now again, but it's been 3 years because I keep like trying to find you guys. It's time, but still, I've been riding a good wave for 3 years, and I don't know what that appointment will be like. So maybe these are just getting old. I don't know. One of the main things for me, I'm not a person who has a lot of, I don't have any illnesses to state. I've never taken painkillers unless I had maybe a surgery just for the first day or something. I've never been on any medications. I'm very blessed in that arena. But one year, 4th of July, I was in the jumpy with my son, and the edge of the jumpy was kind of deflated, and I blew my ACL out. It was a long time ago. And so during my fitness years of yoga, doing aerial, hiking, my right medial knee would always give me some trouble. So I always babied it, compensated on the left side. And then one day I was working in the yard. This is 5 months in, 5 months. So keep that in mind. I went out, worked in the yard, went home, sat at my desk, and my knee is really bothering me. It blew up like a grapefruit. And I'm like, what on earth is going on? And for about three, 4 days, it was swollen. After that swelling dissipated, it was like it regenerated. That's when I learned about, I always ask Kathleen, what's it called again? Retracing. So retracing is something I can let somebody else explain, but I believe it's where the old tissue breaks down and the new tissue comes in and rebuilds it and repairs it properly. So I went through that month 5 with my right knee, and now nothing. I forget about it. It's non-existent, 100% healed. So let's see, I burned myself and healed super quickly. I was looking at a plane and tripped on the curb and sprained my ankle, which was a 2-day sprain. I thought I'd be out on crutches for who knows how long. That healed so fast. My healing is so quick and so amazing. I love these patches. Burns, twisted ankle, Next miraculous thing, 11 months in. I remember it was in October, and I've been rear-ended so many times. I don't know what people are thinking when they run into the back of my car, but I've had this whiplash type of thing repeatedly. So I have what's called degenerative disc disease in my C5-6. So I got hit on the freeway again. And I think it kind of aggravated, and I was living with it. So it wasn't painful at the time, but 11 months in October, the whole month of October, I'm like, God, my neck, I can't live like this. I can't believe this is happening. Why aren't those X39 stem cell patches working for me? I'm sharing them. You know, I can't share something when I'm in pain, but I got to tell you, it was a long period, 30 days. When that went away, my right shoulder, left shoulder view, range of motion was further. I could look up at the stars and watch and gaze for hours. That repaired and regenerated. So that was my second retracing experience. Thank goodness those are the only two I've had, because retracing can be a little challenging sometimes. It can be, and lots of people want to quit. If they feel something like I'm feeling more pain, they're like, okay, this isn't working for me. So sometimes it's a little challenging to get them through that hump, but they got to stick with it. What else? My hair has grown. I don't think it's grayed much more than it was when I was 56, 57. What else? My goodness, so much. Okay, this is kind of a big one. I have a past, and I listened to a call from a lady who said that her picker didn't work very well. Was anybody on that call?
Yeah,
It made me laugh. She was such an amazing one. I want to meet her. She said her picker didn't work. So I think my picker was broken too. I've actually quarantined it now. But I was in a long-term relationship that was a great guy, great dad, but physician, here I am, this homeopathic, don't even want to take a pill for anything, just different energies. And after 27, it was intense. Then you have 5 years of infertility. You have your son who you think is going to be nothing like the picker choice, and lots of intensity. So I actually was diagnosed, I guess it is a dis-ease state of being osteopenia. So I'm looking forward to getting my next DEXA scan to see what improvements have done as far as bone goes. So that's kind of exciting, but I'm much calmer than I was. It takes a little more to push my buttons. Energy's always been good. Attitude's been good. Smile's been good. And I love these patches. I wear them all. I share them, so I experience them all. I don't use the pain patch that often, but when I do use it, I'm always so surprised that, wow, this thing really works. And X39 is my go-to, always X39 every day. X49, I probably wear 3 times a week, carnosine a couple times a week. And I know I'm talking about some other patches, but most of us, or a lot of us, have been on here. And if you don't know about these other patches, always start with X39. That is just the golden patch. And